Welcome. Fade to Black breaking news for this Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. All right, what an amazing week. Closing out the week tonight. Monday, we had Giorgio Tsoukalos on the show. Tuesday, Joseph Selby. Last night, Charles Pellegrino. An amazing conversation last night. Tonight, Sheila Seppi is with us. We're going to be discussing walk-ins. Also, I want to let everybody know that coming up at 2:30 p.m. today, Pacific time, I will be on with Christina Gomez, Mysteries with a History, and we are going to be talking about the movers and shakers for UFOs and UAPs inside the government, currently and in the past. The list is long. Come join us on Mysteries with a History today at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Now, starting, I guess, in about, it's about a week, 10 days from now, I'll be heading up to Alaska for the Contact at Sea cruise. The links for that are below. I think it's sold out, but you can go and check. And that is September 6th through the 13th. I won't be doing any shows on Thursday, September 5th, and that includes the news and Christina Gomez and, of course, Fade to Black. And that will continue for the entire week. I don't get back in town until the following Saturday, which is like the 14th. Okay, so I'll be back on the air like September 16th, that Monday. Then I'm off to Egypt, October 3rd through the 14th. Again, sold out, but the links are below. And you can also sign up for 2025 and get on the waiting list if there are any cancellations. When I come back from that, I head to Peru and Bolivia with Brian Forrester. That is November 15th through the 27th. Same situation there. I'll be off air the day before, 2 days before, and the day after that trip. Again, sold out, but the links are below. And you can get on the waiting list and also sign up for next year and other tours that Brian Forrester has going on. All right. Let's get to it. On this day in history, 1911, Vincenzo Peruggia walked into the Louvre in Paris, removed the Mona Lisa from the wall, hid it beneath his jacket, and walked out. In November 1913, 2 years later, he attempted to collect ransom for the Mona Lisa and was captured. The painting itself was undamaged on this day in 1911. Imagine that, the Mona Lisa missing for 2 years. Fate or fact, in every scene of Fight Club, there's a Starbucks coffee cup. And that is your fate or fact. Hard to believe, right? I vetted it today. Sure enough, Starbucks in every scene. Here's the breaking news. This is going around today. It's pretty interesting. The Shroud of Turin has drawn controversy for centuries. We all know that. But a new breakthrough suggests it could be authentic after all. The fabric was carbon dated back in the 80s to somewhere between 1260 and 1390 AD. Of course, that's hundreds of years after Jesus's death. But now, Italian researchers have used a new technique involving X-rays to date the material. And their findings show it was manufactured about 2,000 years ago, around the time of Jesus, when he lived and died. Scientists in Italy's Institute of Crystallography of National Research Council conducted a study using wide-angle X-ray scattering, otherwise known as waxes. That's right. I'm not making it up. The method measures the natural aging of flax cellulose and converts it to the time of manufacture. Absolutely incredible. We'll see. An eco-friendly technology inspired by plant and animal mechanisms has been developed in South Korea. What am I talking about? Well, it's a portable system that collects moisture from the air, purifies it, and produces drinkable water for military operations, camping, and survival water production in remote and mountainous areas. The research team, led by director Hun-Yi Lim of Korea Institute of Machinery and Materials, otherwise known as KIM, is planning to commercialize the very small 6.5-pound water harvester. That's very big news. Scientists have successfully, you need to check this, transmitted quantum data and conventional data through a single optical fiber for the first time. The research demonstrates that quantum data in the form of entangled photons and conventional internet data sent as laser pulses can coexist in the same fiber optic cable. This is nuts. Now, most research into building a quantum internet has focused on the need for separate infrastructure or dedicated channels for quantum data to avoid interference from classical data, like this stuff right now. The researchers revealed their findings in a study published July 26th in the journal Science Advances. That is a very big deal. In a study published in Royal Society Open Science, researchers at the Marine Mammal Research Program, otherwise known as MMRP, at the University of Hawaii's Institute of Marine Biology and Alaska Whale Foundation, the AWF, consider a new designation of the humpback whales they study. Yeah, they're calling them tool wielders. They discovered that solitary humpback whales craft complex bubble nets to catch krill, their dinner. These whales skillfully blow bubbles in patterns that form nets with internal rings, actively controlling details like the number of rings, the size and depth of the net, and the spacing between bubbles. And that's crazy town. And finally, I'll leave you with this. And you've got to check it out. I just watched the trailer for Francis Ford Coppola's new film, Megalopolis. Not Apocalypse, Megalopolis. Now, there's a little drama around it, and it's going on right now, and you can check it out. Specifically, that fake quotes were used in the beginning of the trailer from noted film critics about Coppola's past films, like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, being garbage. And of course, we know that they are two of the most important films ever made. We know that now. But back then, well, let me move on. For me, personally, the fake quotes don't matter. What? Yeah. It's the point they are making. And it's true. Both The Godfather and Apocalypse Now were panned in the beginning. They were. It's too long. It drags on. What's he saying? They don't get it. All of that actually happened. And the truth is, most critics always get it wrong. They do. They criticize because of ego or, a messed up childhood, and they seek attention. That's the truth. So honestly, who cares about real or fake quotes from critics? I know I don't. Right? And the point is this. So they roll all these critics quotes at the beginning of the trailer, talking about how The Godfather, sucks, and Apocalypse Now, and they bring up, I think, Dracula or what Francis, the films of his that just moved on to change things and were absolutely fantastic films, great films. And he's a great filmmaker. We all know this. So rolling these fake or real quotes from these movie critics at the beginning of the trailer, it's just making a point. I would almost define it as satire. Now, Lionsgate right now is apologizing to Coppola, saying that they made a mistake and it's their mistake and they're owning it. And now that creates publicity for the film. All right. I get that too as well. Is it all just a marketing ploy? Or should they just have said, it's friggin' satire, man. We're making a point. Or just making a point here. That's all. And just let it go. But I can tell you this. The trailer looks great. Go and watch it. They have said that they pulled the trailer. The trailer, I just watched it. It exists out there. You can go and watch the trailer with the fake quotes. The fake quotes are amazing, by the way. But the film looks amazing. The story is epic. It's the retelling of a story from the early 1900s. The cast is top shelf. The cast is amazing. And when it releases on September 27th, next month, I'll be there. No matter what the critics say. Seriously. All right, there you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. It's Thursday. It's my end of the week. It is my Friday. Thursdays are always busy. I'm doing the news right now. In about an hour and 15 minutes, I'll be on live with Christina Gomez with Mysteries with a History. Today, we're going to be covering the who's who, the movers and shakers inside the government, the Pentagon, the military, that are interested in UFOs and UAPs and what they are saying on the subject. We're going to be doing all of that with Christina Gomez at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Then, tonight on Fade to Black, Sheila Seppi is with us. We're going to be talking about walk-ins. That's right. But for now, all I've got is Gobekli Tepe.